Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. My name is Kish, also known as the Wonder Kid on YouTube and Instagram. Guys, if you didn't watch my first video, I'll just give you a quick background into what I said in that. I gave you a quick introduction into who I am. So I am a UK based trader and YouTuber, and in the very first video I explained about trading and how you can actually make money, whether in a bullish market when essentially prices are going up of an asset, for example euro US dollar, or going down. Okay, so either way, where price is moving, we can still make money. Okay, and in today's video I'm going to show you a live example of how to execute a trade, and you guys can see for the very first time, if it is the very first time for you guys, how profits and losses are shown on a platform. Okay, so that's the key thing. Remember guys, in trading, of course, it is a skill. You will need to put in work in the background beforehand before you can actually trade live funds, because of course, like all things, you need to know what you're doing. It's not as simple as just hitting a buy and sell button. But in this video today, I will show you guys how you can actually execute a live trade, and you guys can see firsthand how it works. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, I've opened up an application called MT4, okay, or also known as MetaTrader 4. Ultimately, MetaTrader 4 is an application that connects to your broker where your money is held. Okay, so say for example, all you guys will have a bank account where your money sits. When you're trading, your money sits with not in a bank account but in a brokerage, or also known as a broker. Okay, and essentially this application here, MetaTrader 4, is the middleman between you and your broker. Okay, so essentially this application allows you to execute your trades in a very nice and neat way. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys exactly how to execute a trade. Okay, now as you can see, this demo account has kindly been provided by Osprey FX. Again, they're a fantastic broker, they're my recommended broker, and you will see how excellent and fast their execution is. Okay, now just remember guys that this is a demo account, this is not a real account, but just for this video I want to show you guys how we can actually execute a trade on an account. So as you guys can see, down here is the current balance of the account, so it's just under 50,000 US dollars. Okay, and as you can see, these funny kind of looking lines are what we call Japanese candlesticks, okay, or also known as just candlesticks for short. They essentially show you where price has gone within a certain time frame. So you can see that we are currently in something called M30, also known as 30 minutes. So each candle represents where price is moving to within every 30-minute interval. Okay, now we won't worry ourselves about that for now, but ultimately, like I said, I want to show you guys what happens when you put on a live trade. Okay, so a very basic strategy that you can use, for example, now this is not my personal strategy, but I think it's just a very nice simple strategy to show you guys how to execute a trade, is the strategy of waves. Okay, so for example, you guys can see price is moving in a wave. We can see we've got a highest point here, we can see it's like a mountain peak, we've moved down here, we've moved up here, we've moved down, and we've moved up, and we've moved down. But ultimately you can see these waves are moving in a downward manner, right? But now you can see what's happened here is that after this here, this point, we have now started moving in an upward manner. We can see we've pushed up, we've pushed down, and now we're pushing up again. So what do we anticipate to happen next? Well, we anticipate price to push down a little bit and push up, then push down and then push up, and keep moving to the upside. Now in this case, we are looking for buys. Why are we looking for buys? Because we are understanding that price is more likely to go up than down. Okay, so in order to execute a trade, we're going to go and look at this little panel here where I like to look and execute trades at. So in this little panel, I'm going to open up something called lines. Okay, now this, you can see this has opened up this kind of panel here. This middle line shows you where the current market is. So if I execute a trade at this moment in this time, this is the price that will be executed at. Okay, at this level here. Now remember guys, we always put something called a stop loss on our trades. Okay, why do we need a stop loss? Well, remember in this scenario, okay, you can see that my account size is just around $50,000. I am risking 1% of that account, which is around $500, and you can see that that is denoted here. We're risking around $500. okay? But we must also understand that if our trade idea does not work out, that we are taking out the trade and we accept the loss. Remember guys, in trading, it is not only about wins. You will not win all the time. You will also have to understand and appreciate when you take losses and why you take them, okay? So in this scenario, if we were going to enter this trade, we understand that the wave, like I said, is likely to move down a bit and then move up and then move down, okay? And keep going up till a certain point here. So we're going to keep our stop loss down below the last bottom of that wave. We said we move up, we move down, and we move up. So my stop loss is beneath the bottom of this wave, okay? And now what we're going to do is also think of where we want to take our profits. Because remember, we're in trading, it's not only just to take a trade, but of course to take the profits, okay? So for example, this line here where it says TP, also known as take profit, is where if price reaches to that level, we can take our profits, okay? So say for example, we're gonna set it up around here, okay, just for argument's sake. And at this moment in time, we want to execute this trade. So the trade is now ready to be executed. We will execute at this level of market price. So we're going to hit buy and I will show you guys what happens. So once everything is set and ready, we hit buy and we are now in this trade, okay? Now, yes, these have kind of disappeared, but ultimately, as you look on the bottom of this screen, you guys can see we are now in this trade. We're trading the euro dollar. You can see that the profit or loss is moving, okay? And now we're going to see what happens next. So of course, now we're in this trade, we must be patient and wait and see what happens next, because the whole trade idea was to understand that this low of this wave is not going to be hit, but we understand price is moving up, so we are more likely to come and hit this take profit up here, okay? So as you can see, price is currently in a loss, and this is how trading normally is. Normally, markets are always, well, of course, markets are always going to be moving. So we will understand that this little monetary amount here is how much profits or loss is at the current point in time if you decide to exit the trade at that point in time. However, we must understand that the market can move in any direction, but if it does continue to move up and hit our take profit, in this case, we will have actually taken a profit of $500. We would have risked $500 in order to gain $500 in this trade, okay? Now, one of the first things to understand is what emotions, because emotions are a very, very big aspect of trading. When you have thought on this trade, this amount of money can be very little or very large to you. In fact, this amount of money can be a lot bigger than what it is. Rather than saying, for example, $31.62, it could say $31,000.62. For example, $31,000, right? And that again is a very, very large amount of money at risk. Now remember, one of the things to understand and keep in mind is that when we are seeing this profit and loss move, we must keep our emotions intact. So what do I mean by this? It is, for example, to actually just let the market do what it needs to do. We do not interfere. Some people will, in fact, a lot of people will watch this profit and loss meter go up and down and feel all sorts of things. For example, oh my gosh, I don't want to lose that money, let me exit the trade. Or when they're up a certain amount, they think, oh, this is a good amount to be up, let's exit the trade. But remember, trading is just like a business. It must have rules to follow. So for example, in this trade, I created a set of rules. We said that the stop loss will be below here. We said our take profit will be up here. So now that we're in this trade, we're going to wait and see what happens next till we actually exit this trade, okay? Now, one of the things that I would like to ask you guys, or invite you guys to ask me personally, is come on my Instagram, or for example, look at my Instagram, it is at Wonderkid Trading, and feel free to ask me any questions about taking a trade. Yes, this is on a demo account, but even in the live account, it is exactly the same. We have still this amount of profit and loss at risk, but I will invite you guys, please feel free to reach me out on my YouTube or Instagram account, which is, like I said, Wonderkid Trading, to ask me about how does it really feel when you're putting on a live trade, and is it as simple as this? The answer to that is not really, but of course we can actually learn how to understand these candlesticks that are here. We understood that these are where prices are moving within each 30-minute interval. But if we are researching and trying to learn how these candlesticks are moving, then of course we can actually learn to trade and learn to trade effectively. That is one half of trading, but the other half of trading is managing emotions and understanding I've entered a trade, let the trade do what it wants to do. Like for example, at this moment in time now, you can see we are now up by $36. So people can say, well, that is a lot of money. Let's actually just exit this here. But we mustn't do that because we've created a rule in our trading plan that we will only exit this trade if it hits this level up here, or if it will hit this level down here, which is all done automatically for you. So there you have it, guys. That is how you can actually execute a trade. Very, very simple, very, very easy. Once you actually just put the button, you saw how quick it was, especially when I hit that buy button. Osprey FX is the broker that I am part of, and they're very, very good when it comes to execution, so you guys can check them out. But like I said, if for anyone out there that does not know trading or is trying to learn and to understand how to trade, guys, feel free to reach out to me, like I said, on my socials, which is Wonderkid Trading on Instagram, but also feel free to YouTube Wonderkid Trading, where you see some of my videos. Okay, but for now, guys, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care. Peace.